So this week was the round 3 of the Manufacturers Series in the Gran Turismo World Series, and we had a go at it. I missed the first 2 races because I didn't realise they were happening. I'm probably only going to do the GR3 races, but as you can see it's Autopolis International Racing Circuit. We're using the Toyota Supra GR3 car. So going to one session now. Did do 2 practice races, just get a feel of how things are. Mostly went to pit, like what tyres are actually and all that, and just get a feel of how the race is. So coming out the pit there, just getting warmed up a little bit. I noticed on this track as well that when it comes to turning, it's really beneficial to place your wheels on the curb. So come on for the start of qualifying, come across this line, and then the final lap of qualifying, let's see what we've come up to. So far it's looking like P3, I do believe we started in P5, P6, P4 actually issues there. So starting P4, the tyre strategy, what I did for this race, you have to use both hard tyres and medium tyres. So I'm going to be starting, I started with the hard compounds, just get them out of the way, and then for the second stint, go on the medium, slightly faster tyres. So let's have a look at the driver lineup for this race. So P1 we have Lisa, P2 we have J Vest, P3 we have Warlord, P4 is me, Ash, P5 is, can't really read that, my eyes are terrible, P6 we have Robert, P7 we have Fuente, P8 Lucas, P9 CCF, P10 Miratle, good race of them. We have Terra in P11, AWM in 12th, The Player in 13th, can't quite read, my screen's much smaller, and Michael P15, and then we have Massey in P16. So starting on the hard compound tyres in the Toyota Supra Mark V. Did notice the R35 GTR, this hand was quite good around the circuit. So coming up to the start finish line to start the race, 16 laps, starting in P4. See how we do. So it's lights out where we go. We're trying to go into the slipstream of the Hyundai. Checking behind us, so close they are. Getting too wide in the turn 1. Get a little bit of contact on the rear right. The Nissan just goes past there. Rough. Letting the car on the right of us get past as well. The Aston Martin V12 Vantage. So already it's a bit of a hectic start. Not too bad, but just a few things. Coming to this hairpin, I know it's a bit difficult. The Aston Martin losing control over there, hitting the side of us. Nothing we could have done to avoid that. So just trying to keep up with the cars in front. P2 and P1, they've got quite a bit of lead over us. Not too much, but it's quite a gap. Just trying to avoid the BMW brakes a little bit early. Coming down a hill now. Just slowly getting past some drag race down here. Breaking out the small 100 board here, I think it was 100 board anyway. Just a board there that I used for reference, going down to the third gear. Just using the curbstones to rotate the car. These little corners here for the final section, they're a bit difficult to get used to. I know they're a bit awkward ones. I kind of braked half on the brakes. Just going mid corner through there. I know it's quite quick for me. So do 153.4 for opening the lap. Just in P4 now. Then into the first braking zone. A little bit of chaos going on in front of us. So Aston Martin goes up on the inside of us, just slipping past there. Let's come up to the sweeping corner, off throttle a little bit, entry and then half throttle, quarter throttle. Just go through it. Coming up here, over the corner, heading downhill. Now from here, nothing much really happens, so kind of jump forward a little bit to lap number 8 in P4. Some drivers going into the pits. Go up into P2, still on the hard compound tyres. I know it's pitting lap number 9, so this is our in lap. So going into the pits. Trying to set a good one here. So at this point our tyres are fairly warm, quite a bit of reduction in grip. You have to take the track a lot slower than you should be doing. That corner as well, I don't think you really should trail brake at all. I notice when you trail brake through there you do quite get a bit sort of understeer. So you just brake into it, use the curb to simply rotate, and then yeah. Come up to this hill now. We're going to be pitting this lap. It's just coming down the hill. Breaking out that board there, going down into third gear. Should really be hitting this curb stone to take a turn. Go down in second as well, actually. Just going through these very twisty bits of the track. Car right behind us is the Alfa Romeo. It was quite fast driver, had a few close battles with them. Especially near the end of the race. Near the end is kind of where we kicked off. Let's go into the pits now. I did hit this barrier many times when I was practicing for it. Just swapping to the medium compound. Don't need to refuel at all, we're doing well on that. You do finish the race with quite a bit of fuel left, I did notice. Just changing tyres. Coming out of the pits in P7. So we lost a few places going into the pits. It's just now all about getting a good out lap, seeing what happens. It's just using the curbstones to rotate them. Once again. You have to be quite precise because you've got to keep your tyres on the curbstones and the track instead of on the grass. So trying to clip those curbstones perfectly is quite difficult. Sometimes I will clip into the grass, like that you can see. So head up to the braking zone, braking a lot later now because of the fresher tyres. Coming down the hill, catching up to the car in front. Going down into third gear as we come through here. Are we going to brake? Doesn't look like it. A little bit there. We'll keep it in third gear, using the cushions again to rotate. So we're catching up to P6 now, which is the Subaru BRZ, I believe. As the Alfa Romeo just goes into the pits now. They're on the hard compound tyres, doing very similar strategy to us. Just pitting a little bit later, a lap later. So we move up into P6 and P5 actually. Coming out of the pits as we pass them. Second gear, using the coach turns here to rotate, very useful to do that, you get a lot of time doing that. So we're trying to catch up to P4. Pivot sector 1. So the coach turns again to rotate. So right on the Subaru's tail. Are we going to be able to get a move up this hill? We will find out. Going across the inside to this U-turn to the downhill section. Managed to pass through. We'll be able to keep the position. We do. So that's P4. Going to get into P4 now. So now we're just trying to keep this position but also catch up to the drivers in front. Coming out to finish lap number 11, start lap number 12 on 16. In P4, let's see if we can catch up to the leaders. Purple sector 1 again. The fastest lap seems to be a 57.0. 47.0, apologies. Fastest I'd set through practice is 46.5, but I struggled to do that. Don't think I set at 46 in any of the races. So it does seem we're gaining on the car in front. Maybe they are on the harder compound tyres, so they did mediums to hards. Whereas we did hard to mediums. Around this twisty section of the track. See, we're just catching up to the car front by a little bit each lap. Well, a few tenths each lap. So new personal fastest of 47.0. Using the coach nose help rotate again, back on the throttle, trying to catch up to third position. You can see second as well in front of us. purple sector 1 once again. Using the coast noise called rotate, and we're literally right behind the Nissan now. I know this is very difficult to get past this driver as well. I want to say it was great defending, I think so. It was all kind of, just in the end it was kind of a mess, so it's hard to tell if it was good or not. They managed to keep some position and it wasn't too dirty, so I guess we'll say it was good. Just behind him now, trying to nip up the inside here, just drag race down to the turn. You can just see the amount of acceleration the Nissan has. Braking a little bit earlier than us, we're nearly going to the back of him. Quite a close call for us. Catching up to P2 as well, both of us. So I'm just trying to pressure the Nissan into a mistake. They do seem to keep their cool, but they are slowing us down. The Alfa Romeo behind us now. Can we get them out of this turn here? No, we cannot. Trying to tap into the slipstream. The Alfa Romeo behind us, also in the slipstream. Going up to the outside of us. Just missed the gear slightly there. Alfa Romeo goes past. We're into the non-braking zone. Trying to nip the inside. Kind of cuts off a little bit. So now on P5. Now hopefully the Alfa Romeo will pressure the Nissan to a mistake and we can both go through. Just getting really close to the Alfa Romeo in front. And we actually bumped a bumper in some of the corners. Almost colliding. Too wide up onto this hill, slight touch there. Alfa Romeo on the grass a little bit there, slowing down a little bit. Come on the outside of them. Slight bit of contact there as well. I don't know whether I tuned into them or they tuned into me. At the time I thought they tuned into me, but from now looking back on it, looks more like they tuned into me. Getting a little bit ropey there. The Alfa Romeo. So third, fourth and fifth. Second, third, fourth and fifth is actually quite close together. It's just on the rear bump of the Alfa Romeo now. Trying to tap into the slipstream from the straight, just got the acceleration on us. So there's 3 laps to go. P5. See what we can do. Let's go into the braking zone, get really close to Alfa Romeo. Contact there. Just fell on the brakes, not much I could do. Probably let off the throttle before going to the braking zone. I just didn't see it coming, to be honest. Thankfully none of us went off track, so that's all good. Just getting bumper to bumper through here again. Into the braking zone. Still quite bunched together, nobody's really made too much of a move. We go up into the inside. Can we get the overtake done? We get past. So now we're right behind the Nissan once again. Trying to get past, because the Alfa Romeo is much quicker than us. If we get past the Nissan, hopefully the Alfa Romeo will be stuck behind the Nissan. A little bit of contact there. Alfa Romeo goes past. And it's back how it was now. Now on the final lap of the race, this is where it's going to get hairy or hectic, as everyone's racing because it's the last lap, pushing each other as hard as we can, trying their best. Alfa Romeo goes up to the inside, loses a bit of grip, turns sideways a little bit, and the Nissan has moved up into second, it looks like. As you can see, because it's the last lap, we're getting a bit more reckless. A little bit of contact on the Alfa Romeo there. Just doing everything we can to get that extra position. Trying to go on the outside. Just can't get that rotation done to get the overtake. Some more contact here. Quite dirty, to be honest. Not quite dirty as intentional, but I think everyone should be a bit more mindful of each other. We are B rated for driver rating, we're S+. Just going up the inside, outside, and we just get spun around. Now that I can say is quite dirty. We moved down to P6, but lag there, it seems. But because of that incident, we actually lost position, we dropped off of them. The Subaru going a little bit wide there. Just trying best to catch back up to get past them back into P5. But this race not looking too good. We have to gain some time up on them on these corners and maybe try and pass them on the final straight. We're not quite close enough into the slipstream. Then from here on the grass a little bit there, we finish in P6. So as you can see, it was quite hectic on the last lap there, quite a lot of chaos happening. But yeah. If you liked the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below what you want to see next time. I plan to bring a video out on Assetto Corsa, which would be quite different, and a different kind of racing, a bit more old school, I'm thinking of. So try and get that video uploaded very soon. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next one. Goodbye.